On December 15th, a single explosion lit up the Russian naval base at Novorossiysk, but what followed sent shockwaves far beyond the Black Sea. The Security Service of Ukraine, or SBU, announced that it had successfully struck a Russian improved Kilo-class diesel-electric submarine inside one of Moscow's most critical naval facilities. This was not a missile strike, not an air raid, and not a conventional maritime engagement. It was an underwater drone attack, carried out using what Ukraine calls the Subsea Baby. The operation was reportedly a joint effort between the SBU's 13th Main Directorate of Military Counterintelligence and the Ukrainian naval forces. Available images from the attack show a massive explosion at the stern of the submarine, an area critical to propulsion, steering, and diving control. Analysts believe the blast likely damaged the pressure hull, propulsion systems, and the aft vertical and horizontal dive planes. Even if the submarine does not sink, the extent of the damage could render it non-operational for months or even permanently sidelined. This matters because the improved Kilo-class submarine is not just another warship, it is one of Russia's most capable non-nuclear submarines, prized for its quiet operation, anti-ship missiles, and ability to threaten surface vessels and coastal infrastructure. Neutralizing even one of these platforms delivers both a tactical and psychological blow, especially when done inside a supposedly secure naval base. The Subsea Baby represents a new evolution in Ukraine's rapidly expanding unmanned warfare ecosystem. While Ukraine's Sea Baby unmanned surface vehicles, or USVs, have already made headlines for attacking Russian warships and ports, the Subsea Baby goes one step further by operating beneath the surface. This makes detection far more difficult and defense far more complex. Unlike traditional torpedoes or mines, the Subsea Baby is believed to be a reusable, remotely controlled, unmanned underwater vehicle, or UUV. It can remain submerged during its approach, navigate into heavily defended waters, and deliver an explosive payload directly to high-value targets. The explosion seen at Novorossiysk suggests a powerful charge optimized to damage reinforced naval hulls rather than lightly protected infrastructure. If we look closely, the Sea Baby concept bears striking similarities to systems currently being developed elsewhere, including in Southeast Asia. The Philippines, for example, is now in the integration, testing, and calibration phase of its own locally developed unmanned maritime platforms. While details remain limited, the direction is clear. Small, networked, unmanned systems are becoming central to modern coastal defense and maritime security. Last October, Ukraine openly expressed support for joint drone production with the Philippines, framing it as part of broader cooperation to strengthen modernization and self-reliant defense posture. This was not a symbolic gesture. Ukraine's combat experience offers real, battlefield-tested lessons on how unmanned systems can compensate for limitations in conventional naval power. For the Philippines, these lessons are particularly relevant. The Philippine military is in the middle of a long-term modernization effort aimed at improving deterrence, maritime domain awareness, and territorial defense. Facing a far more powerful adversary in the region, the Philippines cannot rely solely on large, expensive platforms to secure its waters. Instead, asymmetric capabilities such as unmanned surface and underwater vehicles offer a practical way to complicate an adversary's planning and raise the cost of aggression. So when we look at the strike on the improved Kilo-class submarine at Novorossiysk, we're not just looking at a damaged warship, we're looking at a warning. A warning that the rules of naval warfare have fundamentally changed. Submarines hiding in port, surface combatants behind layered defenses, and even heavily guarded naval bases are no longer safe from low-cost, highly adaptable unmanned systems. For the Philippines, the lesson is impossible to ignore. As the country accelerates its defense modernization and pursues a self-reliant defense posture, unmanned maritime systems offer a realistic way to strengthen deterrence without matching adversaries ship for ship. The fact that Ukraine has already expressed support for joint drone development only reinforces how relevant these lessons are for the region. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more modernization updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.